and show that we care about the environment and that something needs to change.
And that young people also are interested and it's our future that is impacting as well.
My name is Alistair.
My name's Noah. I'm here just to help the planet. I'm on strike today because I've worked, so...
Yeah, we just believe that this is not something that, as my son says, can't wait till they're in charge. So I've taken the day off work to ensure that he can have his voice heard.
Brilliant. And what are you hoping today will achieve?
I think it's just to make sure that the people that sit up in their glass houses actually listen to us, and we can see some action taken and follow Greta and see what she can help do at the G7 and everything like that, and make sure things actually happen rather than just talk.
Yeah, I'm Andy. I'm Danny. It's the end of September and hardly anybody's wearing a coat. You know, the Amazon is on fire, Siberia is on fire, parts of America are on fire, parts of Africa are on fire.
Your name?
Theo. I think that people aren't informed enough about climate change, and I wasn't. And I think that coming to things like this, I can hope to learn more, and also like change and try and affect other people. One of the arguments was like, well, what is just me just coming, and one person isn't going to do much. But I think that that's just standing aside, and I think if everyone had that, nothing would happen.
Are there quite a few people from your school here?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think a lot of them are coming.
Brilliant.
So, yeah. And my school is very good. They're trying to do more, and I'm part of like the eco group and stuff, and we're trying to improve like the waste that's getting sent out and recycling and everything like that. Trying to make a better change in school.
I'm Marco.
And I'm Sophia.
And what would you be doing today if you weren't joining this strike?
I'd be at school.
I'll be working.
And are there many people from where you work who are taking part?
There is a few, but they're all around Liverpool, London, so yeah.
Yeah. And have you taken part in the climate strikes before?
No, I haven't. My first time.
And why do you think today's so important?
Because we need to find a way to unite everybody to make a big impact on our governments, on all the people around the world, to actually make them realise that this is a climate emergency and we need to act as soon as possible.
We've got governments around the world and here that aren't responding in that way.
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
I think they're too caught up in what's going on in the world, like Brexit, for example, and other problems, but and money. So yeah, money as well.
Government don't realise that there's less time than we think, and our futures will depend on what they decide.
I just hope people will react to this and really think about it, because this is actually really important. It's more important than any other thing that's going on, no matter what Brexit is or whatever else. This is the most important thing right now for our future.
It's a big climate strike. We've got loads of people all over the country and all over the world out protesting the destruction of the environment, all in unison.
My name's Holly.
My name's Caelan. We're from UTC, Media City College, and we're still involved in the academic aspect of it, so we decided to come here and go on strike for everything.
So there are quite a few people from there striking today?
Yeah, there's quite a few people striking today because hopefully people understand what climate change can do to the world, and we might make a difference today with protesting.
It's all about being together, and it's a global issue, so the only way we're going to solve it is by sticking together.
Have you been part of the previous climate strikes?
I haven't, no, it's been great to see the kids leading the way on this, but this is the first time I've taken time off to come to them.
Yeah. No, it's my first one. We didn't really have any near me, and so I was never been able to get involved. I'm glad I can get involved here.
Yeah. So what are you hoping today achieves?
Awareness, really. I mean, I don't think today is going to change anything by itself, but hopefully we can build enough awareness that we can change something soon.
Do you think it's significant that there's a call for workers to get involved in the strike
Yeah,
today?
definitely. When every major innovation in the last 200 years has been brought by workers getting involved, and the unions, and the quicker we can get Unite and the other mega unions involved, the easier it will be to make real change.
I work actually in the energy industry, so
Brilliant.
Yeah, so but we're a green energy industry, so I'm very for all this. Obviously, making carbon neutral a priority, making all new houses ensure that they all have solar panels on them, and making that law. My company's, we want that to happen, and we want all the funding to be available so that social housing can have that, so that public buildings all get that, and that's a major thing because it will have a massive impact.
Quite a few of my colleagues have gone to the Leeds one, but there's quite a few who've gone, and the ones who have stayed at work are doing something at lunchtime to support it as well. So.
Really?
I'm Rick Lighton. I'm a Unison rep at Manchester Met University. Been on strike to save the world. I've been part of a group called Manchester HE Climate Strikers, which have tried to organise staff and students at the universities across Manchester to join this fantastic climate strike protest today. And we've had some success, I would say.
So how did you organise?
So we started in a pub earlier in the summer with a few activists who just cared about climate and were friends, and we decided to set up a Facebook group, set up a meeting to discuss try and get in student union reps involved, other activists we know at the universities, some trade union reps. We had a reasonable good first organising meeting. There was a lot of keenness to get involved. We continued to build on the Facebook page and with a couple of meetings. We organised a petition quite early on to ask the Vice Chancellors, the bosses at our universities, to give us time off to attend the climate strike, or to promise to not discipline us if we did. We got fairly positive responses to that, but nothing sort of properly concrete in terms of saying, okay, you can actually go and have time off. Although the Vice Chancellor from Manchester Met really did respond positively, saying we recognise lots of people would want to go on the strike, on the climate protests, and we would not stand in their way. So that means we had a really good rally at the universities today, which sort of made a feeder march of about up to 2,000 people to join the rest of the climate strikers. And I think it's fair to say we've had at least a few people, including myself, who have actually left university for the day, for the afternoon, to join the climate strikers.
I'm hoping that we can generate some attention and we can get the media through, and we can get some press cover of like what's going on, because we need to be continuous and like we need to apply continual pressure essentially if we want to actually do something.
So why do you think governments are being so slow?
Because I think they're afraid and they don't really know what to do, because the system is so, like the capitalist system is so entrenched, and all of these like destructive, it's like so entrenched. I think that it's really hard for them to take action. They're a bit, well, they think it's really hard, and they probably don't want to lose the power. They probably don't want to lose their power, because a lot of the ways that we stay rich is by exploiting other countries.
Government has to get involved, or Parliament. They should get.
The main idea to go on strike is to get Parliament's attention. So that's what this is all about.
And what are you hoping today will achieve?
To like make more people use public transport and to like stop littering. Yeah.
And what do you think will need to happen next after today?
More people start taking action, doing more things to help. I think that we need to ban the use of single-use plastics. That's like a massive thing.
Small thing.
Yeah. It's like there's loads of things we can all do, like if we cut down on beef, because that's a massive thing.
I think more demonstrations, bigger demonstrations, people making lifestyle changes, not taking so many flights, not using their car so often, taking care of the litter, because that's part of the problem as well. It's all part of the same environment. Vote Green?
Yeah.
I mean, the Tories are coming in for their conference soon, so I'm hoping we get all the city out to show opposition not just to them but to the degradation of the environment in general.
And what do you think needs to happen after today to build on it?
Political parties need to get involved. The Labour Party, the Lib Dems, unlikely, but also the Tory Party, they all need to get involved to help change it.
It's been just absolutely brilliant. It's been the best demonstration I've been on for years. And it's just, fantastic energy, fantastic chants. And we've marched over to an area where the council, the day after they declared a climate emergency, where the council proposed to build a new car park in an area of wasteland. So we've marched down there to demand that it be turned into a park.
What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! Now! What do we want? Climate justice!
To build on it, we need to make sure the next one is bigger, but it gives me a lot of confidence. There's a lot to build on, both for the group that I'm involved in higher education, but also for the climate strikers. I think they're doing just a fantastic job of repopularising the idea of the strike, I think, and that's a really important thing. We've got a pay ballot in higher education at the moment, which I think we need to try and harness some of that energy into that movement as well. But I'm very hopeful. It's fantastic.
Anything else you want to say?
Power to the people.